Hi Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your deep love read. I'm getting a lot of requests to go back to doing my monthly deep love read, so here we are. So there's not really going to be too much astrology in this. I mean, I guess the only thing that I really want to tell you, I don't think I need to tell you guys, the energy is heavy right now, but good news, Venus is in your 5th house and it's sextiling Uranus in your 3rd, which is all about surprises. And Uranus also rules technology in the house of Gemini. So you could be communicating with people, meeting people online that you end up making connections with. But, you know, you're in a confusing part of your life right now, confusing part of your year. Neptune is in the 1st house for you guys. Neptune is your ruler. Saturn is in your 12th, so there's a lot of like restriction, a lot of delay, a lot of you are just going over, a lot of reviewing, a lot of revisiting in your mind, in your subconscious space, things from the past relationships, past things that have gone on. So let's see how it plays out. So again, I'm going to be starting out with singles, going into partner, going into those of you who are in separation. I'm going to start with singles. Then I will timestamp in the description box below for those of you who are partnered and in separation. You're also going to find some discount codes in the description box below for some of my readings. For those of you who are interested, let's get right into things. We have letting go, Pisces. We have Phoenix rising, beautiful. And we have soulmate. What? Okay. So let's pull some more oracles before we pull our Celtic cross spread. Let's get another oracle. Let's get a wisdom of the oracle to clarify the letting go. We have yang. Yang is passion. Letting go of something that you felt very passionate about, Pisces. All right, we have Phoenix rising, and we have the fact that you are blessed. Very nice. And soulmate energy, orphaned. Okay. Pisces. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's pull a divine energy oracle to clarify the healing yourself and the wisdom of the oracle. Retreat. Say no. Wake up call. Wow. Can feel it already, guys. This is going to be a strong one. Let me just pull. I feel like I want to use the Tarot Grand Luck. So I'm just going to pull three tarot for qualifiers for this, and then we'll get into a Celtic cross spread. Page of Wands. 3 Cups. Yeah. Magician. Okay, good. All right. So let's see what we have here. So we have letting go is being clarified by yang, which is being clarified by retreat, pulling back. Okay. So there is this letting go of something from the past, obviously. Letting go of something that's been troubling you. Letting go of whether it's a way of thinking, a mindset, a past relationship. There needs to be something that's been, and when we say yang, this is like, yeah, that male energy, that passion, that yang could also indicate anger, though, and that kind of like unbridled sort of passion. It's sort of pulling back from that, retreating, right? But retreating into something new, right? We have the Page of Wands. Page indicates a new cycle. Wands are will, passion, motivation. And this is just really good energy coming in. But the thing is this, I feel like for those of you who are meeting a Page of Wands, there might be some comparing going on, at least in the beginning. And what I mean by that is that this is a very profound energy here. There's a letting go of this yang energy, and you're sort of needing to retreat from that. But you're still moving forward, which is very good. And the Page of Wands indicates somebody new coming in, but it's like whoever's coming in, whatever it is that they're offering, it's not as great as you want, as something as you'd like. You're still going to be into them. You're still going to be into them, but it's almost like the energy that I'm getting is because something else didn't work out, so you're going to go for this particular situation. That makes sense. We have a Phoenix rising, being clarified by bless, being clarified by say no. So look, I mean, when we have the Phoenix rising, it's sort of like a scorpionic energy, right? Where it's this energy of transformation. There's got to be an ending in order for there to have a beginning. You can't rise unless you have fallen first, right? So it's this rising. It's recognition that whatever didn't work up to this point really wasn't supposed to. And it's just say no to that, you know, totally. We get the 3 of Cups, which is awesome energy for a new relationship. 3 is the number of creation. So really nice. So you might meet somebody out. Well, you may be going out for drinks with friends. Okay. So I feel like there are a couple of different ways that you guys could be meeting people here, but we do have this idea of soulmate. And you feel orphaned by your soulmate, Pisces. I am so sorry if you're resonating with this, because this is not, that doesn't feel good. You know, it's this recognition that, yeah, look, I mean, there was a relationship. Sometimes it sinks when we realize that we were involved with energies that maybe, you know, at the end of the day, they weren't good for us, but we needed to be with them. We needed to be with them because there were definitely lessons that we needed to learn about ourselves, about life, whatever it is. It's so hard when that ends up leaving, right? But there needs to be this wake-up call about what it is that you truly need, right? The Magician is Mercury energy. Mercury is Gemini and Virgo. So it's communicating and realizing what it is that you need in order to feel better about a situation, in order to manifest a healthy relationship, in order to be in something, in order to be able to crystallize something. It really is about that, right? Because it's about manifestation. And the idea of alchemy. So now, that is for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you're realizing now that there was an energy that you've been with, that you were with, and you're realizing now what you had with them that maybe you didn't really realize up until this particular point. So that's what I see so far. Let's pull a Celtic cross spread and let's see what we get. Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse, so that indicates some delay. That's being challenged by the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, Pisces, you know, I just feel like you're in this space, even if you in your mind's eye, you know in your soul that something that you are involved in, not good for you, in the 3D, you know you're not getting back with this person, but it doesn't mean that on some sort of soul level, you don't want to. Because you know, on your soul level, there was something about that connection that made you really happy, right? But right now you're feeling blocked in your ability to feel happy, and it's because there had to be this ending of something else. Eight of Cups is that. It's departure, it's change, and it's having the emotional intelligence that something doesn't feel right, and it's time to move on. Even if it ended a long time ago, maybe you were still energetically sort of maybe holding out or holding on to something, but you're recognizing now that it's time for something that you to move on. Maybe do some work on yourself. Just focus more on self, right? This is a Saturn and Pisces energy. You know, and quite literally, that is where Saturn is for you right now. Saturn is in the 12th house, which is your house, okay? That's quite literally what's going on there. So we have the situation here is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So the Eight of Wands in reverse is about frustrations and problems ahead and delays and feeling sort of stuck in neutral and not being able to move forward in the way that you would like in order to manifest this element of maturity and this deepening of a commitment. And you know, but I feel like you feel like on some level you had this with somebody in the past, where there was that you were in that space with somebody, where you were in that space of feeling like family, dealing with the property, legacy, sharing, all of that stuff that maturation entails, right? But you're not able to have that right now, and it could be because there's delay. It could be because there's a lack of communication right now. Because the Eight of Wands in the upright is about quick communication coming in. So you might be, in a way, waiting for somebody to reach out for you. Some of you will be, but others of you are just recognizing this is just going to be a frustrating period as you release something that ended up not working out in the past, and you're opening yourself up to somebody new. Page of Cups is coming in. I like this for you. This is good news about something that's just going to be a positive emotional aspect for you. So this is a new potential partner on the near horizon. Really nice energy there. And as the foundation, we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, there's two aspects to a situation. Now, some of you may be meeting some sort of new partner, a new partner, possibly through work or friends. But there are two aspects to the situation. You have to figure out what you're going to do. Are you going to release that person who's in your energy once and for all? If there's nobody in your past that you can figure, right, that you would be still feeling energetically, this might just be simply the idea of, should I stay single or should I actually get into a relationship? But this is overall a very nice energy. It's a good opportunity energy. It's things getting better for you, right? It's Mars in Aries. So Aries is always about a fresh pass and new perspective. And Mars as the ruler of Aries, is very concerned about us being on our rightful path. So it does feel like Mars is trying to pull you in the right direction. Now, you and only you right now, you are the Queen of Swords in reverse right now. So you might be a little rigid in the moment, Pisces. You might be kind of a little cold to the idea of meeting new people. You might even be exercising a little bit of dishonesty and unkindness to somebody right now. You might be, maybe because you really don't want to be in a relationship, or maybe because somebody hurt you and you're still trying to get past something and you just don't really want to deal with it. Because it does seem like, I have to tell you, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this does indicate the wheel is always about, it's, first of all, it's fate and a turning point, right? But this could indicate an ex coming back from the past, and you being in the space where you need to think about that last go around, and if you think that connection had good enough bones to actually work this time. Why do I feel like I keep getting that for you? I feel like I keep getting this energy from the past, this energy from, now, you know, look, I mean, just because it's like, I like to consider this tarot and even astrology to a certain degree, particularly tarot, it's kind of like I'm giving you the weather, right? It's kind of like that. I'm giving you the energy that is coming up with the cards, and I'm interpreting it for you. Now, what you wish to do with that is totally up to you. Just as if I told you it's raining out today, you can go out in the rain, or you can choose to stay in. That's why it's good to understand what the weather's going to be like, so you can feel like, do you want to engage or not, right? But I don't feel like you're very open to something, you know? It's just very interesting because, you know, Page is a new cycle, and that might be on your mind, but I feel like you might be a little confused about this, right? I mean, you're feeling blocked with the Nine of Cups. When we're talking about the Nine of Cups and the blockage, it's kind of like, you know, looking for quick results and just not wanting to put in the work into something, you know? Now, you might be dealing with an energy like that, right? Where if somebody does come back around with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, let's just like go right back to where we were before. And you're sitting there like, what do you mean? You want to act like nothing happened in all of this? I don't know, you know. But I feel like you're going to just be stepping back for some perspective on the situation, doing some really good work on yourself, and just figuring out a better strategy to move yourself forward in relationship. What do you really want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to get back with anybody from your past? Maybe you're just working through this stuff because you have Saturn in the 12th, and it's just kind of what you have to do energetically. Doesn't necessarily mean you want to run back into the arms of anybody from your past, but you understand the value in working through whatever it is, right? That's happened. You understand the value in that, because the easiest way to make the same mistakes over and over again is to not look at them honestly in the first place, because then you're not going to be aware enough to not do it again and again and again. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are very much doing that, though, with that Saturn in the 12th. And we have the High Priestess energy. So some of you just might be happy single right now, focusing on your life, focusing on your friends, focusing on your work, whatever else, right? Some of you may be doing that. Others of you may be getting involved with somebody where it ends up needing to be rather secretive. So this could be something where that person is maybe not completely available, you know, something like that. Or, you know, you are single, but maybe you're doing something on the side with somebody. We have the Lover's energy. We have the Sun. We have the Fool, the Justice energy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, please don't come after me. Maybe it's not your reading. Check your other signs, because Pisces, it does look like you really want to sort of... It's very interesting, because the Lover's energy is about, it's a Gemini energy, and it's about needing to make a choice and having all the tools in your toolbox in order to make something happen. The Sun and the World are the two most positive cards in the deck, right? I mean, this is you being able to figure something out with somebody and relating in a very different way. Now, some of you are going to be making the decision here, you know what, I don't want to be in anything that I've been in, right? That's a choice that you could be making in the Lover's energy. I have so much to offer. I really want to go after somebody who's really going to be a lot more in alignment with what it is that I want, need, and desire, and you're going in a totally different direction. The Fool is like uncharted territory, because you're very focused on getting together with an energy that where there's truth, there's balance, there is fairness, your emotional needs are met. Now, for a lot of you, because this is Libra, which is the 7th house of partnerships, and it's soul contract partnerships, some of you may be connecting back with somebody who you were with in your past that you know your story's not done yet. You know it's not done yet, but yet you know you're doing it with like holding on to your heart like nobody's business. You know? A lot of you are going to be doing that. But I feel like with the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Wands is really turning you back on the past. But then we have this is working with the Tower in reverse. And the Tower in reverse is, you know, you taking responsibility for something even when you're blameless. Or this can indicate you holding on to the relationship, even though it's not strong enough to stand the test of time. And you know this, but you're still clinging to something. Right? And the clinging on a very subconscious level is actually protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself from the reality of completely letting go of something, of recognizing like it is done. Even if you've been separated from the person for a year already, kind of doesn't matter. And it's just like this energy where the fears end up materializing, recognizing that the collapse is inevitable. And you should not feel responsible for the forces outside your control here. You know, at least you're going to know exactly where you stand. I do see this. You know, and it is this energy where it's like, you know what, I really have to let go of that energy once and for all now. It is not working for me. So some of you are just going to be initially just going on a totally different trajectory here. Others of you are going to try for a minute to get back with somebody. But with that 4 of Pentacles energy, this is really not a healthy energy to be trying to reconnect in, honestly, because it's like, oh, I'm scared. I don't want to open my heart kind of thing, you know. But this is really good. The 3 of Wands is very good energy. It's one of the good fortune cards. This is an indicator of a really important relationship. This is even a wedding energy here. I mean, you might even be dealing with somebody just very, very different than your normal type. Very unconventional, but somebody very different than you would normally go for. Maybe they're from a different culture. Maybe they're just somebody different in some way. But it's like you're going in that direction because you know what? I have to let this energy go. Really recognizing you really have to. So it's not helping you to hold on to something that's over. Right? All right. So that's what I have for our Pisces single friends. Let's move on to our Pisces friends who are partnered. Okay. Tune out distractions. I like it. Build on solid ground. Oh, wow. I like that. Reevaluate your priorities. Pisces, I love these energies. Fabulous. Tune out distractions. Let's see what we have clarifying that. Soulmates. Oh, Pisces, that's so nice. What's clarifying build on solid ground? The fates. Reevaluate your priorities is being evaluated by chop wood. Don't do anything. As you're reevaluating your priorities, so with that Saturn in the 12th, you're just doing a lot of thinking, which is great. Don't do anything. Chop wood means don't do anything. Figuring out what really matters to you. You don't have to act on something right away. Sometimes just being is all you need to do. Sometimes it's all you need to do, Pisces. With Venus in the 5th, you're going to be just having some good loving there. Pay attention to the signs. Build on solid ground, the fates. We have sadness. What's going on here? Okay, so what I'm feeling like is somebody's priorities were not maybe squared away, either yours or somebody else's. And there might have been some challenges here, okay? But we have healing. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Pay attention to the signs. Let's pull a tarot card on that. We have tune out the distractions. You guys are soulmates. You're in this space. You're trying to figure out something. Soulmates are there to learn lessons, right? We're supposed to teach lessons, learn lessons, all about lessons. And you need to pay attention to the signs of those lessons. And we have the Three of Swords. So, all right, listen. We got the Heartbreak card. There's a pain of a truth that you're dealing with. You may feel betrayed. You might feel depressed for a moment. But all you're going to be able to do really is just face the reality of a situation. And at least there's not going to be any confusion anymore. You're going to at least know what's going on, right? So the reality of something is going to be coming out. So we have clarifying the fates and sadness. We have the Five of Wands. So it seems like there was some sort of battle of the wills, some sort of lack of agreement, strong opinions, fighting to be heard. So some sort of argument. There was an argument about something where one of you or both of you felt like there was a betrayal situation going on here. And then clarifying the healing energy. Beautiful. We have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is all about manifesting what it is that you want. It's wish fulfillment. So this is really good. What I'm seeing here is there's some sort of issue going on, and you guys are going to be working through it so that you can ultimately have your wish fulfillment. But let's see if we can't get more clarity on whatever's going on here. Use the Tarot de Lenormand for this spread. Okay. Too many. We have the Eight of Wands crossed by the Ten of Cups. Magician, King of Pentacles, the Wheel, Ace of Cups, the Sun. You're the Sun, Pisces. Lovely. Awesome. The Moon. I don't know, I feel like you're holding something back there with that Saturn in the 12th. We have the Wheel. So the Wheel is, yeah, I mean, this idea of, first of all, something's faded, there's change, there's good luck, there's a turning point. You need to take a chance on something right now. You may be feeling very tuned in psychically to a situation, but this does indicate you turning to something or someone from the past that sort of magically reappears. Now, you guys are partnered, so I don't know if you're hearing from somebody in your past, because I know a lot of Pisces will be. That always happens with Saturn in the 12th. It does seem like that anyway. But this could also be just like some good news coming in at the same time, because this is Jupiter energy. So you might have gotten some good news. All right, so you guys might be together for a long time. There might be nobody from the past. The Wheel also means good news coming in, but you must definitely like prioritize, right? There's some sort of, how do I want to say this? There's some sort of like, I guess, unexpected but positive change or adjustment in your living situation that seems to come kind of out of nowhere, but it ends up being a great thing for you, like especially if you guys are living together or anything like that. This could also manifest as just really positive communication, but it's like a very faded kind of thing though. It's like all of a sudden this really positive communication is going on. You guys are sitting down having this very raw and open and honest conversation. We have the Eight of Wands, which is really nice, but this is being challenged by the Ten of Cups. So I feel like the conversation has something to do with the Eight of Wands. First of all, is a very it's great news, especially if you guys have been having a little bit of an issue lately, but it's just good news. It's busy communication, right? You know, if you've been feeling held back or stuck waiting for some sort of decision, maybe you've been waiting to find out about a house or somebody getting a job, or if you're pregnant or something where you were waiting, that good news, it does seem like that's being challenged by the Ten of Cups energy. And you're like, what do you mean challenged by? This is all about contentment and family and the benefits of security and things coming together, awesome communication, beautiful romance, all of that stuff. Well, maybe that communication is not coming in. Maybe that contentment is not coming in. Maybe there's a lot of communication, but you're in the space of trying to figure things out together. And the Magician does indicate that you would be doing that, because this is a straight Mercury energy, which rules Gemini and Virgo. So Gemini is all about communication, right? It's a third house energy. And Virgo's about, its landlord is the sixth house, which has to do with solving problems, right? So really, in a nutshell, this is about communication being really fantastic and any issues or problems being resolved through a deeper understanding of each other's needs, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is the foundation. This is a tricky energy a little bit, right? This is somebody who's very generous, very hardworking, right? Really loves being in a settled relationship, but has no patience for anyone looking to take anything that's his, whether it's his money or things that he values, or anyone who's coming in and trying to change him. And I say him meaning him or her. It doesn't really matter, right? In tarot, it doesn't, those things don't matter. We're just going for the energies. So this could be somebody who is coming in and saying, well, I really don't like when you do A, B, and C. And like where there's this energy where you feel like somebody's either trying to change you, or they expect way too much, or you're in this situation where you feel like you have to bend over backwards and martyr and sacrifice what it is that you want, need, and desire in the relationship in order to make it work. And you may just be in the space where it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not sure. That kind of thing, right? But anybody who's like either looking to take your money, or maybe it could be vice versa, obviously, right? But anything like that, it's not a great energy, okay? But it is a good money energy, though. I want to just say that it is a very hardworking, a very generous energy at the same time. Generous is different than, they'll give you, they'll give up to a point, right? And then we have the sun energy, and this is in your position. So the sun is, obviously this is a great energy. It's the numerology, it's another wheel energy, right? It's about taking a chance. To Jupiter energy, success. This is good luck. You having everything that you need to figure something out within the relationship. Even though the surrounding energy, though, you have this Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is loss, is sadness. It's something ending before you feeling ready for it to end. But you're going to be ready to deal with it, whatever it is. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean the relationship. This could certainly mean anything else that you guys are involved in. So let's say, for example, I don't know, maybe you have some sort of awesome opportunity with this sun, but you have to move. And you're just not feeling totally ready to move yet. It's like you're not ready for something. You're not ready to say a full, something. Goodbye to that job, goodbye to that neighborhood, goodbye to that situation, whatever it is. Because the sun's so positive, but the energy surrounding you is this Five of Cups. You're just not knowing if you feel fully ready for something. And your block is this new beginning, the Ace of Wands. I mean, this is a very auspicious energy for new beginnings. This is a new chapter in your life, my friend, honestly. This is an energy of virility, for family, all of these things. So, but there's some sort of new beginning that Pisces, I'm wondering if you feel just not very ready for it. It's a kind of idea, what I'm feeling here, it's this kind of idea where it sounds good, it looks good on paper, it's the right thing. But there's something that's holding you back. There's something that you're scared of releasing. We have the Ace of Cups in the near future. I mean, this is awesome. This could be anything from, it's a very key emotional event. So what does that mean? Could be, indicate fertility, pregnancy, prioritizing parenting in a different way, right, within your relationship. This could indicate starting a new phase within your relationship, like falling in love even deeper, even stronger love and support. You're really beautiful. Then we have the moon. So I feel like you're not, well, you know what? Listen, I shouldn't say that. As you do, again, with the Saturn in the 12th, you're not saying everything. You're just not. But there might be something going on here, Pisces, that makes you feel confused and disappointed, where you feel like someone has let you down. And there's this lack of trust that the relationship is going to be able to work, that could easily lead you to making a decision about the relationship. So here's the Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy where this is a Gemini and Cancer energy. Having a conversation about what you need to feel grounded, rooted, and safe and secure. But then we have Temperance in the reverse. And this could indicate imbalance and a lack of cooperation and unfairness in the relationship. This could, if you guys are living together, it could be at home or having to do with home or regarding finances, right? And you feel like you're putting in a lot of work into the situation, but it's just not working. And at the same time, you might be feeling challenged by something that needs to change. And the stress of a past situation that's just currently impacting your life for some reason. So difficult memories of the past can be making you feel stuck and held back in your ability to move forward right now. Either within this relationship or maybe some sort of past relationship is showing up in your energy as well. You know? And then we have the Three of Wands. So, and that's, again, good energy card. I mean, this is wedding. This is an important relationship. Moving on to realize things, realize plans. Very positive energy. But then, so you're moving forward, but you're moving forward with confusion. Right? I mean, because we have the Hangman here, and Neptune energy. You know, Neptune's in your first house right now, so I'm not surprised that this showed up. But, you know, you may be in this space where you're not totally sure how your partner feels. You may not be totally sure how they feel. You know, is somebody unwilling to 100% commit? You know, there's this thing, I don't know, is it worth it? Is it not? Am I going to have to sacrifice what I really want in order to make something matter and happen? Could be difficult there. But then we have the beautiful Fool. And we love the Fool. Because this is doing something differently. This is relating in a different way. Now, this is going on a completely different path. Completely. But I don't feel like it's a breaking up energy. Not to say that some Pisces won't be breaking up. I'm just saying that that's not the energy that I'm tuning into right now. I'm understanding this as being more like you guys are going to be relating differently than you have. It's to better the situation. Do you know what I mean? A new approach, doing things differently than before, kind of going with the flow. And we have the Page of Wands. So Page, again, is always indicative of a new cycle, but it's a new cycle of passion. Now, this is the thing. With the Page of Wands, right? Very nice energy, for sure, as far as like having a meeting of the minds in relationship, negotiating things, all of that, right? But a situation that you guys are working on, what you saw playing out in your mind's eye was not the same as what's going to be playing out in reality. And really the energies are just suggesting you need to be patient and see. You're still going to be interested in doing something here. So maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe you guys are moving into a house it's not the house that you would ultimately really want right now. Or something just not going ultimately the way that you envisioned initially. But the cards are saying, be patient. It's going to go well. It will go in your favor. Just make sure that you don't jump at anything too quickly. If you and your partner are doing some sort of collaborative thing like purchasing a property, doing something within business or anything like that, please make sure you read the dotted line. You read it, triple, quadruple times, all of that stuff. Now, it's a good time to remind you, if you have not noticed, I didn't date these readings. And the reason is because we're in eclipse season. So a lot of these energies are going to be rolling out over the next several months. So I don't see the point in actually painting it into a box. You may be able to come back to this. I'm not going to take it down. I'm not going to, usually I like to cycle my readings out. And you could come back and see if it didn't play out like this. But at the reading of this, Mercury is retrograde for another couple of weeks, and then it'll be out of post-shadow. It'll be out of retrograde the end of June, but out of post-shadow by the second week in July. But regardless, you always just want to make sure that you're reading the bottom line. Again, just speaking to those of you who resonate with it like that. But again, the Page of Wands is about this passionate new beginning where you're going to have to be very, very patient, okay? That you're going to have to exercise some patience. And the thing is, you don't want to judge the situation too soon. Definitely not in the energy that we're in right now. My goodness. Definitely. Hasn't June been crazy? June's been so weird. This is such a weird week. I'm doing this on, what's today's date? June 13th. I mean, we have the Saturn-Uranus square hitting the second iteration of it tomorrow, which is really the peak point. It's just such a weird, this is a weird month. It's going to start getting better in July, August, September's even better. So let's move on to our Pisces friends who are in separation. So why don't we start with some in separation cards? Seems appropriate, I'd say. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. Oof. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. Wow. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. Pull Island Time Wellness. Clarifying, I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. We have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. We have clarifying that the chaser energy, chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Okay, so they're a runner. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel, and we have love. Pisces, they love you. You might not want to hear that. Maybe you do want to hear that. I don't know. Depends on where you're at. These are general messages. You show me a stability and a security I have never known. So there was something very sort of stable about you and your love within that relationship that really kind of gave them that hug that they needed, particularly because it looks like they are challenged with this chaser energy, fear of abandonment issues. Conflict is a necessary step in the growth process. Be patient, this will pass. Well, they want to tell you how they really feel, and then they have love, unconditional love, and it says, I love you, but I'm afraid to lose my freedom, and I don't know how to balance this. Okay. Pull a clarifier for these, and then we'll throw down a Celtic cross spread, see what's going on here. Knight of Swords. What? Star. So interesting. I feel like you may feel like you need to defend yourself to them, or they feel like they need to defend themselves to you. The Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo energy. This could be kind of challenging, right now, where you feel like you might need to fight for the relationship. But I'm feeling like you're, like the point of the matter really matters to you right now. Like the morality in your personal philosophy regarding something is a thing. But we have this sanctuary idea, this chaser, this conflict being necessary. But then we have the star. Star's a beautiful energy, guys. It's just like you're destined to be with somebody here. This is like you're destined to be with this person is. This person is your person. But they're a little messy. They're messy. They're running away. They're running away. Oh my gosh. It's like they have their running shoes on. Like they've committed to somebody else because they don't challenge. Okay, fine. So we have like, okay, they're happy as clams with them, but then why are they still thinking about you and saying that you show them a stability and security that they've never known? And then we have the Knight of Swords. They're full of it. Okay? Either they're full of it or you're full of it. However this is playing out, somebody is, because this is about dishonesty and this is running away. All right? This is literally that running away energy again. There could be boundary issues here, overstepping, anything selfish, anything like that. This could also be somebody who just drains your energy, Pisces. But you may have a serious problem trusting this person. And even through all of that and through all the nonsense, you still have fire in your belly for them, and you still feel like you're meant to be with them. Relationships are challenging, right? Yeah. Let's see what the Celtic Cross says. Let's see what we get. Nine of Swords. Tower. Oof. Two of Cups. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. Ending, and somebody's with somebody else now and trying to just move on. Not happily. Pisces, you have learned your lesson with some sort of situation. See, coming into this energy, you were confused. Two of Pentacles is you negotiating with yourself and you needing to make a decision, figuring out, should I be, with this person, or should I just let sleeping dogs lie, or should I go with this other person, or should I go back, and you being in this space, like you have to figure out which pentacle needs to be put down coming into this energy. Then we have the Nine of Swords, and this anxiety and this overwhelm and this worry is being challenged by the Tower energy, by the fact that something is over. It's something came down as it was. It ended. And, it's the Mars energy. Mars is always giving us the red flags along the way, and we're always ignoring that. We do. We can, and typically we realize it in hindsight, it's because we're humans, and by sheer definition, we are flawed and we don't see certain things, right? Because it's more comfortable to ignore certain things. So I am getting this very deep upsetment and anxiety, depression, really difficult time responding well to the external stress, because the way out or around something is just not clear. It's the kind of energy where it's like I'm having like the hardest time getting past this thing, right? Then we have the crowning. Here is the Two of Cups, which is a mutually supportive energy here. For some of you, this is going to be a new passion. For others of you, this is a positive proposal coming in from your partner here, where things have been difficult, but harmony returning and being able to nurture the relationship. But we do have this Ace of Cups as the foundation. So I have to tell you what I'm getting. If those of you are, obviously you guys are in separation for a reason, so something ended. Those of you who are going to be getting back together, I hope you're allowing enough time to pass so that some things could heal and some growth could happen. Because what I'm seeing here with the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and then the World energy, and then the Ace of Pentacles, then the Fool energy, these are very new, clean slate. And you can't do that if you just break up for a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? There's got to be that space in between to really fully realize what's going on there, right? So that's what I see here with this Ace of Cups. This could be strong love and support between the two of you, for sure. Some of you, this could indicate pregnancy, fertility. It could also mean falling in love. So the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, these are just definitely new cycle, falling in love kind of energies. And then with the world's like lesson learned, been there, done that, have the t-shirt, don't want to go back. Right? That's really what it is. It's completion after a lesson learned. So something that was really challenging, again, because it was Saturnian, so something that felt very restrictive, something was really challenging. Now it's done. It's past. You learned the lessons, and now it's time for happiness, fulfillment, and love. And the energy surrounding you is brand new energy, Ace of Pentacles, very nice energy. This is about happiness and contentment, getting what you really want, and it coming to you quickly. This is really nice. But the challenge here is in how to actually work that out pragmatically, because with the Three of Pentacles, this is a nice energy, right? It's Mars and Capricorn, but this is about collaborating. I always call this the Architect card. This is the relationship, but this is in your challenge position. So being able to join up with somebody, right? Being able to figure out, okay, now what's next? How are we going to actually do this? So I almost feel like it's a kind of situation where there's a lot of emotions that are being felt here, but you almost can't figure out how can we work this relationship in a way where it's really going to actually work this time. Because I feel like that's your challenge, is having belief in its ability to be able to work, because you feel confused by it, you feel disappointed, you feel let down, and you're just not sure if it can actually work out in the long run. Some of you are going to be deciding to just be like, look, I'm sorry, I got to go in a different direction. I just must go in a different direction. I'm feeling that. Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Five of Wands, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So, I mean, I think, look, just to ease anybody's minds, it looks good. It looks like a nice, patient, getting over past obstacles outcome. But it looks like you're going to be going through a little bit of a mess here. This is almost like somebody's like saying, the hell with it, I'm going to try something new. Ace of Wands, that's it. You know, I want to go and try something else. Try being with a new person. And we have the Hermit energy, though, which indicates going in alone for a minute and stopping in one's tracks and saying, maybe I rushed into that. Maybe I'm trying to run away from something. Maybe I need to figure out why I do what I do so that I don't keep repeating these kind of mistakes. But this can indicate there being a battle of the wills, right? And it could be internal. You could be fighting with yourself about getting back with somebody, and actually, you know, reaching out and calling somebody. This could certainly be it, right? With the Page of Wands being clarified. But there is some sort of information that's going to be coming in that you're going to find very useful, which I like. And there's going to be some sort of attempt towards agreement after a lack of agreement. And there's going to be a lot of discussion about this Five of Coins energy, which is this test that you feel like you've been going through, right? And there's a feeling of lack. And there's this feeling of fearing losing security, you know? Now, Pentacles could be obviously money, but it's also mental, physical, and emotional connection. This would just be the pain and the aftermath of you guys having broken up and just dealing with that and just being very sort of vulnerable about it. But then there being this sort of patient understanding and this recognition of what needs to be worked on. And again, patience. Patience, patience, patience. Not giving up on the situation. So we have the Ace of Swords, getting over past obstacles, getting what you want. This is a thoughts becoming things card. This is very auspicious for new beginnings, because and this is very indicative of clear thinking, right? Clear thinking in the relationship. Immediate change to your circumstances for the better. Being very mentally agile, being very flexible, which is seemingly very necessary here. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.